Hi, welcome to Training Talk. My name is John Cullen, and I'm your host for the weekly series here at the Institute of Police Technology and Management, as we offer you a look inside of different training tips, case studies, and some of the excellent classes we offer as we strive to train the next generation of law enforcement. At this time, I'm going to send you over to our subject matter expert who's going to share this week's weekly tip.
Hey everyone, welcome to Training Talk. My name is Rick Evans. I'm the course media developer here with IPTM, and today we're going to be discussing fill flash. So the concept here is I'm trying to take a photo of some evidence here in front of me. I've got a gun on top of this cart, but then on the second shelf, there's a bullet casing. And in this first photo, so my camera right now is set to ISO 200. We're at f-stop 11, and in order to expose for the gun, I need this to be at 1 second. So I'm going to take a 1 second exposure, and this is what that looks like. Okay, so you can see that the gun is exposed here in this photo, but you can't see the bullet casing on the secondary shelf. So what we're going to try to do here is I want to try to expose for the bullet casing and the gun, right? So I'm going to have to run my shutter speed all the way up to 10 seconds to try to get the bullet casing exposed properly. And I'll take a 10-second exposure there. This is what that photo looks like. So now you can see that the bullet casing is exposed properly from that 10-second exposure, but we've blown out the gun and you can't see any details there. So now we have an issue where we want to have both exposed properly in the photo. That's where our fill flash comes in. Now in order to do this, I'm going to turn my flash on here, and I'm going to adjust my camera settings to 1/60th of a second, which is the sync speed for the flash and the camera to talk to each other. And I'm going to leave everything else the same. So it's still ISO 200 at f11, but we have 1/60th of a second, and I have my flash in TTL mode, which is through the lens. It's going to look at the reflection of the light and adjust the camera settings, or adjust the exposure settings when I take the photo. Okay, so here's that photo. So you can see it did the job. It exposed the gun and the bullet casing underneath, but it's still a little dark, and you might want that to be a little bit brighter for your court presentations. And what we're going to do now is put the flash into manual mode and take another photo. And this is what that looks like. So now you can see that it's a lot brighter. Both the gun and the bullet casing are exposed properly, and we have our evidence documented. Now here's one other tip that I want to give you guys. If there's a scenario where you have a hard time getting everything in the shot exposed properly, and your flash on top of your camera isn't getting you the results that you want, you can use a flash cable. And the way this works is you attach the flash to the cable, and then attach the cable to the camera. And now I have the ability to move my flash in different angles or further away to reduce the intensity of the light. You have much more flexibility here to take photos with the flash. So this is going to be, I'm going to back it off to about here and just kind of aim it just at that bottom shelf and see what kind of results we get here. Okay, so now you can see on this photo how different that looks and how moving the flash off the camera can give you a different result if you need to do that. All right, so these are just some tips and tricks you can use when you need to use fill flash in trying to document evidence for your court presentations. All right, thanks for watching Training Talk. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching this week's Training Talk tip. We hope that you found this beneficial as you move forward in your investigations. Please be sure to comment if there's any future Training Talk tips that we could bring to you or areas of interest. And while doing so, we'd like you to follow us on all of our social media channels so that you can stay in tune with the latest training. While doing so, Also, check us out at IPTM.org, where we have a large catalog of courses that are offered throughout the country. And if there's not one nearby, perhaps reach out to us and we could bring the training to you. Again, we hope that you follow along, found this useful, and we look forward to seeing you next week.